You're welcome, my love. Oh. Hey, why is the chat not working? Brother. Okay, so we're live. I just repeated myself, but what is going on here? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh! Alright. What? You're kidding me. Wait, why is live chat not available? Huh? Yep. Well, oh, you're back. But you're back. I can see you now. But for some reason, that was so weird. I could not. Oops. Fuck. I could not see the chat. That was so weird. It was not working. I know. Oh. It's broken? No, I can hear myself in my own stream though. I swear. Two of me? What the hell? Do you still hear two of me? Right now? Like, right this second? How is there two of me? What? What? Wait, let's go to my live video. Let me have a look here. What? Oh, I literally. How is it? Wait, how is it echoing? There should not be. Okay, is it still doing it? It should be off. It should not be doing it now. Check your OBS. I don't know, I'm getting two of you. What? Do you have two windows of me open? What? Okay, hold on. If you're okay. I have to go. I'm going to an outside source. which is my phone. And let me hear my phone. Let me hear my audio on my phone here. Testing, 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 testing. Oh my god, I knew it. It was you. I knew it was you. Wait, how did you have me on Discord? What does that mean? Oh my god, because it linked my video, right? Oh, that's the first time it's ever linked my video. I think because I properly set it up to do it now, but I didn't expect it to go. So that's pretty good. You can just click go in there and then... But I don't know if that gives me a view count or not. That'd be cool if it did. Assuming it's embedded or something. That's awesome. Good feature, but yeah. It's... Whoops. You didn't even know that you clicked... Maybe you clicked play and then, like... You clicked the link as well or something. I don't know. Other users. I hope so. Where is... Oh yeah, here we go. Get the music going as well. I want to get some children. Okay, let's continue this. I had Discord up with some notification. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go.
For the coin, we're going to call developer preview.int.
I'll bring back the list. Interesting. Interesting.
Coin. That's our preview coin. We got to be careful not to use this in our production app, but for developing right now, it's okay. And then show holdings column, I'll put to false. It's not on this first screen. So we have it. And obviously this list looks a little funky. So let's change the style. We'll call .list style.
Okay, so hold up. Let's see. So we could make a list of... We would want a list of coin row view here, right? So this is just text. So what we would do is coin row view, coin, and then false. Yo, load dem coins, son. Look at that. That looks awesome. That sounded so weird what I said, but this looks awesome. Holy shit. I love this. We basically, like, with his one aside, we've done it pretty much without him. It's set up here. Which is awesome! These do nothing. That's fine. I'm so proud of myself.
We'll say plain list
Thank you.
style.
Thank you.
And that looks a little bit better. But now we are using MVV.
Plain list style, huh? Does that alter that? I don't know. I like the original style, to be honest. I like it. I'll just copy what he does though here. Just for consistency of his, you can compare, I guess. Kinda.
Architecture, of course, which is definitely my favorite architecture with SwiftUI. And what that means is that all the data that is behind...
Do you find that my camera is better than it was before? Or is it not obvious? Perhaps it's not obvious, but apparently it's much better on this new camera. on this new Mac. Oh, great. Well, that's great. Hard not to fall into trap. I've never learned this. You will. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword, right? You get excited. You're like, wow, I can do anything. But then you think like you can't do anything.
Behind this screen needs to be in a view model and not on the view. So the view is handling all of the actual UI, but the data that is behind this view, so all of the coins for this list, need to be managed in the view model. So we don't have a view model yet in our app, and it is time to create one.
Oh my god, it's time for the view model.
So let's right click on this view dollars folder within the home tab. Let's create a new file, and we're going to make it a Swift file, and let's call this home view model. Go ahead and click create. When we're inside, let's create a class, and it will be called, you guessed it, home view model. We're going to make it conform to observable.
Oh, here we go. This is going to test our knowledge. Observation, we're going to make this conform to at observable. Observable, is that right? I believe, yeah.
Object, and we'll open the brackets. And remember,
this is actually very small, so let's make that a lot bigger here. It'll be fine. It is a trap I fell into at first. You start making some apps and you think this will be easy. It takes a few months to start really understanding things. 100%. I mean, I've been doing it for a few months already, so I feel like I do understand quite a few things now, which is really, really cool how much my mind is opened on this topic here.
Forming to observable object so that we can observe it from our view. And before we even do anything in this view model, let's get it set up and add an instance of this view model to our app.
Okay, before we do anything, let's set it up so it can be accessed in our app. So we need to go here, dot environment, just environment, home view model. Oh geez. There we go. We already know to do that because we're Swift geniuses. And good track. Thank you, man. I feel going to take my class for web dev. 3 on mute, homie. Okay, brother. Enjoy.
So we want to reference it in the home view. So we could create it right here within the home view. But we're also going to want to reference it in a whole bunch of other views in our app.
Turn off this this mini map.
Because as we move around this app, as you'll see, most of the screens in this app correlate to the same data source. So they all have the same list of coins that they deviate from. And because of that, we're going to share this view model across a lot of the views that we make in our app. Because we're sharing it across several views, instead of passing it from view to view with an observable object, we're going to instead put it in the environment as an environment object. And if you don't know what any of this is that I'm talking about, if you don't know what an observable or an environment object is, I highly recommend checking out my SwiftUI bootcamp course where I cover all of this in detail. And because I've covered this in detail, I'm just going to throw it into this app and assume you guys do understand how it works. So what we're going to do is in our app.swift file, which is the first file in our entire application.
Oh, we did.
Remember,
this
is where your app starts. It has the app main call, and as soon as the app loads, it's going to jump into this window group here, which actually has a navigation view and a home view. And we want to add an environment object to this entire navigation view. So at the top here, we're going to create an @state object var. We'll call it VM for view model, and we'll set it equal to the home view model, open close parentheses. And we can use the state object here because the home view model, we made it observable object so that our views can observe it.
So this would be @state.
Now our views are going to observe this state object, and on the navigation view we're going to add an environment object, and we'll pass in our VM. So now that we have this environment object on the navigation view, all of the children views of this navigation view, so pretty much anything that is in the home view or a child of the home view, has access to this view model, which is awesome. And let's actually make this private before we leave, because we're only going to access it within this struct here. We're not going to access it anywhere else. And now that we have it in the environment, we can jump into our home view.
It should be fine as a state.
And we can just pull it out of the environment. So in the home view, we'll add an @environment object, private var. We'll call it VM, and it will be of type.
Oh my god, I'm having a blank on how to input something into the environment. Hold on, I need to open another file of mine. What do I have here for environments? Where could I find an environment? Project, select this project. No. Where would I have it actually? Job interview act contacts 2. How do I sort this by name? There you go. There we go. Job interview contacts 3. I'm having an absolute blank on this. Slash. Oh, it's just parentheses and that's it. Okay. What's the name of it? Home view model self var VM. There we go.
Home view model.
Whoa.
Right, and then as soon as we add the...
Why did that crash? Ignore. I mean, I can imagine it crashed because of the lack of environment, but maybe it's unnecessary to do what we just did. So let's go back in. Let's just go into here. Home view. Let's make this. Let's just do that. Let's see if it works. It shouldn't be a... Oh, there's a crash. That's it. Let's open up again. Clearly having a mental breakdown right now with this. Let's see here. Oh, it's because of the damn preview. I forgot about that. The preview has to have a dot environment. Forgot about that. There we are. Damn, that loads fast. M4 Pro. Coming in hot.
Our preview is going to crash. And that's because the preview doesn't have a reference to an environment object. So we need to explicitly add an environment object to our preview environment down here. So on here, we're going to call .environment object. And we need to pass in an observable object here. And again, we could start initializing
great news, we've done this already.
Models every time we need to. But instead, we're going to do what we did with the coin model. So if we looked at the coin row view, we called dev.coin. And here I want to be able to call dev.viewModel. So I'm going to jump into the preview provider. This is our extension class where we added this dev variable. Then we have our developer preview where we have, and in here we have our coin, which we're using in a bunch of our previews. But we're also going to add, we're going to say let home VM, and we'll set this equal to home view model. All right, so now we can just access the dev.homevm instead. So jumping back into our home view, down here, let's call dev.homevm. And now we have one, and now we have that same instance that we're going to use for all of our previews. Perfect. Which is super efficient. All right, and you might need to clean and rebuild so that it all connects, but it should be working. Get that green circle. And now that we have our view model, we can reference it, and we can do some cool stuff with the data in our view model. So I'm going to jump into the view model here, home view model, and I'm going to click the plus on the right side to add an editor to Xcode. And while
just going to change something here. Not that. I think here we can go. I'll just update the stream a little bit here. So we're up a subscriber. Thank you and welcome.
While I'm clicked on the right side, I'm going to open up the home view. And let's actually close the canvas over here. So I have the code for my...
Here, go back again.
Jump into the view model here, home view model. And I'm going to click the plus on the right side to add an editor to Xcode. And while I'm clicked on the right side, I'm going to open up the home view. And let's actually close the canvas over here. So I have the code for my view here. And then this view model is the code that's here. So the first thing I'm going to do is create an @publish.
Wait, how do I get an actual split view here? Oh. Editor pane on right. There we go, yeah. There we go. Whoa! Oh, you can literally see. Okay. Cool. Cool. I know, new sub. Yo, you should throw on some background music next stream, brother. Wait, can you not hear the music? I do have some there. Maybe it's not loud enough? I don't know, I'll turn it up a bit. Maybe it's too quiet. I didn't realize how low the decibels are. Let me know if you can hear it. Is that audible?
We're going to call this all coins of type, and it's going to be an array of coin model. And we'll set it equal to a blank array to start. We're also going to create an @published var. We'll say portfolio coins. It will be type array of coin model. We'll set it equal to a blank array as well. So So this will be that first tab on our screen, and this will be our portfolio, that second tab on our screen. All right, and we haven't downloaded any data from the internet yet, of course.
Right.
But right now, let's just create an init. All right, and now obviously we don't have any data to put into these arrays, but we're just gonna add one fake coin to both of these, and we're gonna do it like we're simulating, like we're downloading from the internet. So let's call a dispatch queue.main.async after, and the deadline will be .now plus 2 seconds. This is just a 2-second delay. Click enter on the execute, and in this async closure, we're gonna call self.allcoins.append.
Wait, how do I get the async after? Oh, there it is. Deadline dot now. Execute. Whoa. Dot now. Plus 2. Dot now. Plus 2. What have I done? Oh, is that it? Yeah.
And we're going to append our preview coin, which is the developer preview.instance.coin. I'm going to copy and paste that. And the second one, we're just going to change it to portfolio coins. So now after 2 seconds, we should have one coin in both of these arrays. So I'm going to jump into our home view now. I'm going to click resume just to make sure we're still connected. It should have our preview coin already in here. But instead of just putting one coin here, let's access that data array. So we'll call for each. Use the data completion here. We're going to jump on the vm.allcoins. The content will hit enter, and this will be for each coin. The row is going to be a coin row.
We're going to loop on vm.allcoins. Coin in coin row.
The coin, of course, is going to be our coin, and show holdings column is going to be false in this first list. So after 2 seconds, the coin should now show up, and you might have to clean and rebuild here. But if I press play, it should come 2 seconds, and then our coin should show up. And that's great. And now I want to add a little bit of animation so that if I click this button and it goes to our portfolio, the all coins pushes to the left, and then our portfolio coins comes in from the right. So in this list, let's add a little bit of animation. We'll say if not show portfolio, open the brackets. So if this variable is false, so if it's not show portfolio, which is the starting state, then we want to put this list on the screen. So I'll cut it and put it into this. Let's add a transition onto this so that it transitions when it is being drawn onto or off of the screen. So we'll add a transition, we'll call .move.leading, so it transitions to the left edge. And if I click the button now, we should get the animation that goes off the leading edge, and it should come back on.
Oh,
so
nice.
This is pretty cool animation with really not
that was so easy.
And this is the power of SwiftUI here. We can see our titles, our eyes, our buttons changing, our titles changing, and our list is actually pushing off the left side of the screen, which looks really cool.
Can we incorporate that to our own list here? I want to get rid of this one. Can we put that into our own list? Maybe not. Interesting. Hey, Shadow Slayer. I see someone coding live. Wait, dude, have you not been here before? I thought you have. Or am I thinking of someone else? So I think there's someone else named Shadow something as well. Sorry, I haven't memorized everyone's names.
All right. Well,
so we have that working, but why does it not work? Right, we have to deal with the show portfolio thing here. The show portfolio's the bool. If is loading and is show what? Wait, show portfolio. Wait. Brother! Why? Or, I know it's not. Okay, there we go. That's not what we want at all, but I'm just looking to see how I can activate this thing live. So if is loading is true and actually no, we don't actually want it here, I think. If is loading is true, else if again there we go. So that's what we want. We want the whole thing to be, because if we get rid of this, we want that other one to be active. Whoa. Can this have an and on it? Does that work? No. I had a suspicion it didn't. And it's not gonna work either, I think. Yes, I'm meant to. It's not meant to. So if it doesn't load, well, you can't access anything then, right? Which is fine because it's an error. So, but that works. Cool. Cool. No doubt. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Welcome everyone who's subscribed already. Thank you so much for helping me reach my goal of being able to quit Uber Eats. Thank you so much. The hope is alive. Anyway,
while we have this up, I noticed that the list has some insets on the edges here. That's like there's a little bit of padding on the right and the left here that I want to get rid of.
It's loaded coins now. It will, yeah, it will go out. There's no way to I was just checking a comment on something that I commented on earlier in YouTube. Really interesting thing. Guy working on 0 point energy, and I offered to make an app for him to help disseminate the information to the public. Everyone loves an app. Apps, when they're like easy to follow, and when it's easy information to follow and to set up something like complicated, I think it'd be really, really useful. But I don't know for sure. Oh, he told me to email him actually. Frame. Okay, I'm gonna email this guy later, but save that photo. Yeah, because I'd love to be part of that sending out 0 point energy to the world. And I'm not even joking about this. Cool. So let's go. Let's continue.
So on each of these rows, we can call .list row insets. And in here, we can initialize new insets. I'm going to use the top leading, bottom trailing. And let's set the top to 10, which I think is the default. The leading, let's put down to 0. The bottom, let's do 10. And the trailing, let's do 0. I think it's just going to look a little bit better, a little smaller margins on the edges.
Ooh,
actually, the trailing, let's do 10 as well. That looks better. So while we're here, let's clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to take this list. And the list.
Should we add that to our other list here? Oh, whoa. With it on, it looks pretty good. I'll leave it on for now.
Style. I'm not going to take the transition. Just the list style and the list. Cut it. Let's go down. Below.
Oh, we got another subscriber. Oh my god. The frick. Sorry, I'll just update that real quick because it doesn't update private subscriptions, by the way. Just saying. So that's why we're not getting notifications that you guys are subscribing if you do, because if your subscription is private, then we won't be able to see that, which is fine. Even a private subscription is helpful.
Add a private.
It's not as fun.
var. Let's say all.
Down to this extension. Oh wait, hold up.
Altcoin.
Are we taking that out?
Style and the list. Cut it.
List style and the list. Not here. Here. Cut the list out. Right.
Let's go down. Below our home header, let's add a private var. Let's.
Oh, he put the padding here. Private var.
Say all coins list of type some view, and then paste in our list down here. this altcoins list. Let's then put it back up here. And we'll put the transition on that. And separate from this if statement, let's add another if show portfolio, open the brackets. So if we are showing the portfolio.
So if we are, whoa. Bam. We are showing portfolio.
We then want to add another list. So I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to take our altcoins list. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. This is going to be the portfolio coins list. Here we're going to loop on the vm.portfolio coins. And this time the show holdings column will be true. Everything else will be the same. So up here, let's here add the portfolio coins list. And here we're going to add a transition. We're going to use the opposite. We're going to do move.trailing. All right, I'm going to click try again on the.
Let's see how that goes. Ooh, cool. This is like prototyping basically right now. Full on prototyping.
Simulator, and hopefully we now get another list popping in from the right side. All right, I got my first list, and now we have our second list on the right. So this is looking great. This will be our portfolio list. This will be the altcoins list. Looking good.
I'm kinda.
Right, last thing I want to do here, if I look at the finished product, we have this little tiny.
Just seeing if my MacBook has a sound right now.
Column titles here, which we need and we don't have in our app yet. So that's what we're gonna add.
Let's see how it looks in dark mode. Ooh, that looks nice. The coins are loading. Oh man, that's so good. Holy brother. Sexy, if I do say so myself. Very. I love this look. So good. Cool, let's keep going.
Add right now. It's gonna say coin on the left, holdings in the middle, and price on the right. We're gonna worry about this triangle, this chevron, and this reload circle later in this course. Right now, let's get those column titles going. So above the list, I'm just gonna add here. Let's add a H stack, open the brackets. In here, first let's add a text that says coin. Let's add another text that says holdings, and then another text that says price. On the H stack, let's add the font of caption. Let's give it a foreground color of color.theme.secondary text, which should be our gray. And I'm going to add a spacer between the coin and the holdings. And because we did that, let's add some padding on the edges of this of .horizontal.
Yeah. Looking good.
So this is looking.
You got this recommended on my homepage. Just want to say I root for you and hope you get the job you want. Oh, thank you so much, Neurofin. Nice, fun name. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Trying hard. Trying hard. Feel free to subscribe to help me out if you want. To be able to do this more often. I'm trying to. I stream pretty much every day except Friday and Sunday. So. Oh, we got another subscriber. Could have been you, Neurofin. It must have been private, so it didn't notify. Didn't do a fun notification sound, but I can update that manually. There we are. Awesome. We're at 920. We only need 80 to go. We can quit. Oh, thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously. You know what I realized the other day? Is that I come from an American background, like I'm an American accent. I don't live in the US, but I realized that Americans just always sound sarcastic. Like they don't. I mean, Australians sound more sarcastic in general, but like Americans often sound like they just don't care. Like they're being ingenuine. I don't know why. I don't know what that is.
Better. Now we just want our holdings to be aligned with the holding.
Happens to me too.
This column. So this price column here in our row, if I go into that coin,
how are we gonna align this?
We used a frame with a. We used a frame where we had the width, which was the width of the screen divided by 3.5, and alignment trailing. I'm just gonna copy that.
All right. Well, let's go grab that then. Coin row model. Grab that.
Go back into our home view. I'm just gonna paste that on the price section.
Oh, the price.
So it's the exact same width as the column. And now our holdings is kind of lined up with the holdings where they would be. And of course, we only want the holdings column to show up if we are on the portfolio page. So here we'll add.
Wait, how did we get holdings to show up just then? Oh, because we had the. Wait. Whoa. Now I'm confused. I must. Okay, it must be that then. It didn't show up before. That's weird. Very weird. If show portfolio. What's he gonna do here? Ah. Okay, within here. If show portfolio. I didn't even think about putting it in here. I guess sometimes you just like follow along and you think about things when you're actually doing it yourself. I find that's very accurate for me.
And then we'll put the holdings text. So right now it's gone, but if we go to the portfolio, holdings comes back in and then it goes back out, which is awesome. Let's clean this up a little bit. I'm going to take this H stack, I'm going to cut it.
Oh my god, he doesn't stop with the... What's this going to be called? What's he going to be called here? What's he going to call it?
Scroll down in our code here. Let's add another private var. We'll say column titles of type some view. Of type some view. And then paste in that H stack. These column titles I'm going to then just put right above our list. And let's click resume, make sure we are
Can we throw that into a with animate like a dot transition? Dot move dot leading. So no, we can't. Can we throw it into a with animation? I mean, I don't know.
Connected. And cool. So we have our column titles coming in, we have our list coming through, and now I think we are ready to actually start downloading some data from the internet. All right, guys.
Well, I'm already downloading, son.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Nick. This is Swiftful Thinking, where we cover all things Swift and SwiftUI related. In the last couple of videos, we were setting up our screens. We created a model. We created a view that can hold a bunch of those models with all of the data, but we do not yet have our coin data. So in this video, we're going to create a class that is going to manage downloading all that data from the internet. And like I mentioned in the introduction, we're using MVVM architecture, but we're actually expanding on traditional MVVM.
Hold on.
By adding
I'll be right back. I'm getting a little cold. I gotta put my text on the screen as well. Where is that? Text. Whoa. Text. Today. Holy shit, it's huge. Swift. Back to Swift. Can we put this in like the center or something? No? So huge, what the hell? Okay, back to Swift. I'll just grab another text here for a BRB. Simple. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to grab a drink and I need to get something to not be so cold. Here, it's getting really cold over here. Winter in Australia. Hot in the daytime. Fairly cold at night. What's the temperature actually? It is 23 degrees in Kyoto. Why is it showing up Kyoto right now? That's random. Alright, be right back. Okay, I am back. Hello, Aniket. Sorry. Just got back from break and so yeah, I'm back. I was just getting a drink and I was getting really cold, so I had to grab a sweatshirt. Oh man. It's getting colder here at night. What is it? I'm trying to check the temperature here. I have so many unnecessarily emails. Just resume my work. Building the OTP logic. Nice. Cool. Oh my god, it's 14 here right now. Damn. Oh man. No, I had to turn the heater on. So if I'm not wrong, had you tried React? I did, yeah. I did try React a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say properly tried, but a little bit, yes. I like kind of set it up and stuff, I think. But it was getting like complicated. Is it hot right now? Oh yeah, it's hot where you are, right? Yeah, cold is not too bad to deal with because you can always warm up, but it's hard to cool down. Oh my god, it's too hot. Doing a poll. Temperature poll. My first temperature poll. I'm even scared of going out of the AC room. Oh Jesus. That's not a good feeling to have. What happened to my post? Oh, here it is. Oh, hey, welcome back. Welcome back. How was your thing? You guys can hear music, by the way, right?
Layer between the view model and the database.
Sorry, are you talking to me? Okay, nice. Are you asking me, or? Okay, sweet. Thank you. Oops.
And we're going to call that basically a service. So our view model is going to reference this data service, and this data service is going to contain all of the logic that is dealing with the database. So it's downloading all the data, decoding all the data, and then returning that data back to the view model. So in this video, we're going to set up our first of a couple data services in this app. And again, if you did not follow the SwiftUI Continued Learning playlist, I highly recommend watching that playlist before this one.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that playlist through properly, but let's just continue with the app.
We're gonna be downloading with Combine, and we're gonna use a whole lot of the features such as background threads and subscribers, a bunch of things that we covered in that playlist. And I did
subscribers I learned a little bit about. Background threads not so much. Not so much.
On purpose, because I do not want you guys to get confused as we jump into this. But by the end of this video, we're going to actually download all the data, and we should be able to see it.
There we go. Here's this BRB sign. Oops. I'm gonna put that stupid
thing on the screen, which is super exciting.
Super exciting.
Okay, welcome back everyone. I am back in our Xcode project, of course. And in the last video, we set up our list, which would look cool if we had some data to put in this list other than this one sample Bitcoin. And in this exciting video, finally, we are going to actually download some coins from the internet, put them into this list. So hopefully by the end of this video, the screen looks a little more like this screen, where we have all of these coins that we can see and scroll through.
I really want that icon.
We're going to download data, and of course, because we're using MVVM, all of that logic is not going to be done in the view. Instead, we're going to start at the view model. So here we have our view model, and we could actually put that logic directly into the view model here. We could add a function down here. Let's say func download data. And we can add all of our logic for downloading the data, and then we can...
Don't I literally have the data downloading in somewhere? Where do I have that? I literally put in the preview provider here, I think. Did I? No, I didn't. This is something else. Where did I put it? Coin model? I put it into the coin model. Okay, so that's not where that's I think not where it should go. I need to fetch it in the actual thing. How did I access that? How did I actually access that over here? The coins of coin model. Huh. Coins of coin model. Which... Wait, so, hold on. Let me re-go over how I did this. Coins equal. Coins equal. Try await. Fetch decoded coins. So that it's pulling. So what we want to do is we want to move this, I believe, over to the here, the class, and then we're gonna go into home view, and we're gonna go VM dot fetch decoded coins. There we go. That should work fine. We just had to move it to the main. There we go.
Just append it.
Cool.
Right to this all coins, and everything would work. But when you are developing these more complex apps, it's usually more efficient to create a separate layer that manages all of the downloading of the data. So this way, the logic for downloading the data is actually separate from the view model.
Oh, okay.
So this view model is going to be specific for the home view. But the downloading the data is actually more generic than this view model, right? So this view model is just for one specific view, but downloading the data, that could be used on a bunch of different screens, a bunch of different views, a bunch of different view models.
This is a way more complicated app than I've ever
So
done.
instead of adding the
So let's not add it there then. Let's go back to view model. Let's cut that out. Again, we're gonna have some problems, but that's fine.
logic into the view model.
Alright, time to go into Gemini. Oh, oops, sorry. No. Please send us back to
We're
where we
using
were.
the at.
Okay. In SwiftUI, Swift, how do you utilize the at published and subscriber features when downloading, say, what are they called? What are the coins called? Crypto coin data. In a class. Wait. Invalid redeclaration of coin data service. Oh. Okay, hold on. Why did it double create that? Coin model? Is that right? So that makes it work. This is in Swift 6 with Xcode 26. Make sure the answer is updated. Let's see. Let's see. It says here. Whoa. So you need Combine for publishers and subscribers. That's what it says. So that's how you can access a published. property wrapper automatically creates a publisher for coins. Any SwiftUI view observing this coin data fetcher instance will automatically re-render when the coins array changes. So, but how do you get a subscriber? What's the subscriber part? Sync. Is that the part of it? I need to learn about weak self as well. What kind of job are you trying to get? What's your major? My major is marine biology, actually. I did not and am not and will not go to school for coding, but I intend to teach myself and get either a junior or senior developer job or something where I can work specifically on iOS apps, at least to start. Thanks for your question, education. So, right. I'm gonna have to continue watching for clarity, but curious why you Gemini instead of Claude. I just found Gemini actually seems to give me good answers when it comes to Swift, usually. And it doesn't confuse me as much. It kind of writes things in a like there's a word in science, I forget the word, but like in a mainstream way rather than a cryptic way. It's not cryptic, but you know what I mean. It's a bit more like technical the way that Claude explains stuff, I think. Or at least that's my experience. But I found that Gemini does pretty well with coding, to be honest. Oh, another subscriber! So exciting! Let me update that because it was definitely a private subscription. So we're at 921. Holy brother! Thank you for your subscription. Thank you so much. That much closer to quitting Uber. Ugh. Oh my god, another one. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, time to update it. Another private subscription. I gotta manually update the private subscriptions. That's fine. Happy to do it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god. Alright, let's continue with the video because we'll see where he goes here.
Because apparently that then makes this a publisher. And if you follow my SwiftUI continued
these days we need combine
learning playlist, we learned that publishers can then have subscribers. So from our view model in a second, we're going to subscribe to this publisher. So anytime this publisher gets updated with data,
let's clarify this. Listens to a publisher. Okay, that makes sense. The sync creates the sync is a subscriber. Okay. Which sync this is a subscriber. It receives values from the publisher. It has two closures: receive completion and receive value. Interesting. So I basically, I don't have, oh my god, another subscriber. Holy shit. Another private one. Let's update. 923, what the hell? Dude. Hey. Little bitch didn't update. There we go. Holy shit. 923. Oh my god. What? We only need 70. What is it, 77 left? 77 to go? So close! Holy crap. Well, let's look at quickly what we have here because... oh my god, I'm a bit tired. I was already tired. It's interesting because, Stop. We're just using this simple do try instead of a... I think instead of a subscribe thing, but let's see where he goes with this.
All of these subscribers are then going to receive that same data. So that's how we're going to get the data from this published array to our view model array. I'll cover that a little more in detail when we actually get into it. But for this class, when we init the class, we're going to call a function. So let's create a private func. We'll say get coins, open close parentheses, open the brackets. Let's call it from in our init. We'll say get coins. And I made this private because we are only going to access it from within this class. We're never going to call get coins.
We actually doing pretty well with the async stuff.
And now the first thing we need is a URL where we want to download data from. So in our models, in our coin model file that we set up earlier, we had copy and pasted this URL here. So I'm just going to copy that.
Okay, so here's where he's actually putting it in. Where whoa, can't even speak. Where we've done this here. I don't have it. I have it, like, where is it? Oh shit. I think oh fuck, I think I overwrote the function, did I? Yeah, I did. Uh-oh. No, I overrode the 50 coded coins function. Shit. Where is it? Hold on, where did I cut it out here? This is separate though. Oh well. Time to write the function again.
And I'm going to go back into the coin data service, and in this function we're going to say guard let URL equals URL, open the parentheses, string, and the string of course is going to be that URL, and then after this we'll say else return. And just to run through again where the...
Let's grab the URL again. I made a big mistake. Oops. We're getting a decent number of people in. Oh yeah, I am actually. The hell? What if I want a junior job? Why did you choose iOS instead of web dev? I love iOS. I just love it. I mean, I love Swift, actually. I love the Swift language. I really want to learn it. And, yeah, I can just see Apple being around for a long time, so why not learn? Async stuff, yeah. I just messed up I just got rid of it on accident. Oops. At one time, I had 40 people in here. It was crazy. 40 people were watching.
URLs come.
Let me grab that URL. One sec. My data service.
from.
Are you starting from scratch with programming? No, well, yes and no, sort of. Like, I restarted my career choice, yes, like 6 months ago, but right now, no, because I've been doing it for 6 months.
If I go into CoinGecko, if I go to the CoinGecko website, they have their API here, and we went to the Markets API, and we added descending.
That's fine.
And then clicked URL that we needed for what coin model. So this when we call our API, all of this awesome data. So going back into the code, we now have our URL, powerful, and it's definitely the future of iOS development. So I highly recommend anyone learning SwiftUI to get comfortable with Combine. We're gonna use.
Well, what do you say about Combine?
Download it using Combine because Combine is so powerful and it's definitely the future of iOS development.
Right.
So I highly recommend anyone learning SwiftUI to get comfortable with Combine. We're gonna use it, and to do that, we're gonna call URL session, and we're just gonna use a regular URL session .shared .data task, and we're gonna look for the one with a publisher and for URL. Click enter. Of course, we're going to pass in our URL. The first thing we want to do when we subscribe to this publisher is .subscribe on the background thread. So we'll call dispatch queue .global, and the quality of service I'll use .default. Now I believe this is actually going to be default on the background thread anyway. I believe that's what the data task publisher does by default, but it can't hurt to just make sure we are on the background thread here. While we're on the background thread, we then want to try to map the results that we get back from the publisher. So I'm going to call try map, and on this we're going to click enter, and this is going to be the output that we get back, and we want this to return some data, not date. And in here, we want to check that we do have good data from the output.
Whoops.
So first, let's.
This is very new for me. This stuff. I haven't seen any of this before.
That we'll say guard let response equals output dot response as HTTP URL response. And then we want to make sure that HTTP URL response has a valid status code. So we'll say response.status code is greater than or equal to 200, and response.status code is less than 300. Then we'll say else. So if it is not an HTTP URL response or is outside of the 200 range, we are then going to throw an error.
I see. Right.
And here we'll just call URL error, and I think we can do bad server response. I moved a little quickly through this because I've covered this a bunch of times in the SwiftUI Continued Learning playlist. You can Google URL response status codes, and these are like generic across the internet. Basically, the 200 range means signals that it.
I want to compare this to what we did before, actually, which was here. Do try catch thing we had here. Not that. Was it that? That was a too complicated one. Unnecessary. No, but where's the decode thing? The code part was the thing we wanted to figure out. Where did I put that? It's cold in us. That sucks. Yeah, it's 14. Starting. I've been a few months now. Yeah, man. You're so right. Where was our... Because I think I accidentally got rid of the decode part. Yeah, fetch decoded coins. So now I don't have the decode part. I guess this is gonna replace that. But I wanted to... Hold on. Let me... Do you remember when we talked about decoding coins in Swift? Yes or no? Yes. Can you show me how we decoded those coins in that function again? Here's the relevant part of fetch coin data. Was it fetch coin data that we had? Fetch decoded coins now. So what did he... Yeah, we had data response set up. Was that it? Dot decode let... Did we have that set up? No, we didn't. I'm pretty sure. We didn't have a try map. I'm almost positive. We didn't have a sync completion either. I have to fetch and decode, so I don't know. Alright, let's just continue.
It is a successful response. So if we can get past this guard here, we can then return the output.data. After we're sure we got this data, let's then return to the main thread. So we'll call .receiveOn. We'll say
I kind of liked this method. I liked what we had. Oh well. Gonna cry.
a dispatch queue dot
dot receive on.
main. We'll then decode it, so we'll call dot decode. And we need a type to decode. So we know that the data coming back from this is going to be an array of coin models. That's why we made the coin models. So in this type, we're going to call array coin model dot self. And the decoder is going to be a JSON decoder, open close parentheses, and that's because we know this is JSON data. So if this decoder is successful, it's going to give us an array of coin models.
Yeah, there's another way to do this, right? It's the let decoder equal this, and Let me have a quick look at that, because I want to refresh myself on the let. Is it updated or is it old way? I think it's updated, right? I swear we did not have this in there. Show me the other method, you dummy. Nah, okay, it's out of control now. It's lost the plot. Hate when that happens. Oh well. Oh, we have another subscriber. Let's update the count. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right. And for the
.sync. You okay? Oh, it's just coin model .self. Okay. .sync. This is new.
completion, let's click enter. We'll call this completion.
Whoa.
We will switch on the completion. Open the brackets. And we'll do case.
This is what I saw in the AI, right? Or something.
Finished. If it is finished, that means it's successful. We'll just break. We don't need to do anything with that. If it is case failure, we'll say let error.
Wait. What am I missing here? Completion in switch. Oh, right. I didn't write switch. Oops.
Colon. And then we'll just print out here the error. So we'll print error dot localize description. This is just like a human readable format version of this error. And finally, if we do receive this value, we have returned coins. So we can call self.allCoins. We'll set it.
Choose value, received value, returned coins. Oops. In self.allCoins. Something's wrong here again.
Equal to return.
Oh. What is wrong here? Okay, wait.
Coins.
Sync. Open up the sync. Oh yeah. Oh, sleeping? Okay. Bye-bye. Receive value. Return coins. Wait, switch. In, switch completion. Oh. There it is. Here's the issue. I think. No. Switch. Complete. Wait. What? No, that's not the issue. Sync that. Switch compilation. Remember, all coins equals returned coins. Wait, there's no member. What? What?
And we know.
Bye bye. Save on dispatch.main. Decode type coin model dot cell. Decoder JSON decoder dot sync completion in switch completion case dot finished close C value return coins in self dot alter. So one data service was the value. Remember all coins. So all coins is missing here, which doesn't make sense because oh, right, we named that's all coins.
Because we are good coders, that this self is then going to create a strong reference to the class. So if for some reason we needed to deallocate this class, the system.
Oh my god. Gil. Oh my god.
System actually wouldn't because of this strong reference.
Simple, very simple fix.
So instead we have to make it weak. We do that with a weak self. And then basically we just need to make this optional with a question mark here. If you're confused what weak self is, I covered it in detail in its own video in the SwiftUI Continue Learning playlist, and I highly recommend going to check that out and then coming on back to this.
Print. What? Oh, oops. Wait, no, that's not right. That's just default, right? Cases handled by previous patterns. Result is unused.
So if this is all successful, we should then append the return coins to our all coins array, which is up here. Finally, we have this warning message here that the
oh wait, what? Why is it failure finished? What? Why is this copied here? What? How did that happen? Well, that was okay. That's why.
The result of this is unused, and that's because this is a subscriber, and because subscribers can be canceled at any time, we need to store them somewhere. So if you've been following my courses, usually I create a var cancelables of type set of any cancelable, and we don't have access to it because we have not yet import combine. Set of any cancelable, and then we open close parentheses, and then on our publisher we just store into the cancellables. And that works, and that's great. Sorry, there should be an equal sign. And this would work if we ran it. But the problem with this approach is that it is then tough to figure out if you wanted to cancel it later. It's tough to figure out which item in this set is referring to this specific data task publisher. Because if we appended a bunch of different publishers to this cancelable set, we would then need to figure out which one we want to cancel if we ever try to cancel one. So instead of creating a set this time, I'm going to create a single any cancelable variable. So I'm going to call this var coin subscription. And it will be of type any cancelable, and I'll make it optional. So instead of this store in cancelables, we're just going to set coin subscription equal to this publisher. So this way we have our subscription right here, and when we want to cancel it, we can just access this directly. And of course I'm setting this up because we do want to cancel it. So when we call this data task publisher, it basically just assumes that this URL could potentially be sending us data over time. So when we go to call this, it's assuming that it might publish values now, and then it stays listening in case we have more published values in the future. But we know that this URL is just a simple GET request. So it's going to go to the internet, come back once. It's not going to come back like 5 or 10 times over the course of a minute or something like that. So because it's just one single GET request, if it does come back this one time down here, let's just cancel it after that. So we'll say self.coin subscription, and we'll just cancel it. It's not a big deal if we don't cancel it. It's not going to really take up.
Right, let's store it there.
That much memory or really affect our app in any way, but we are being good coders and we might as well cancel it because it's not going to really do anything after it already returns once anyway. Alright, so when we initialize a coin data service, it is going to initialize and call getCoins. The getCoins function is going to get this URL, it's going to get the data from the URL, hopefully check for a valid good response. If we get good data, it's going to try to decode it into coin models, and then if we have an error, it'll print out the error, but otherwise it will append the returned coins to our altcoins array here. So now all we need to do is get this altcoins published array into our view model. So I'm going to click the plus on the right side here, and when we're on the right editor, I'm going to open up the home view model. Alright, so remember this home view model is the view model for our home screen. The first thing we need to do in here is initialize this coin data service. So we'll say private let, we'll say, we'll call it data service, and we'll set it equal to a new instance of coin data service. So when we initialize this coin data service, which we are doing right here, it is going to call this init, and it's going to get the coins automatically. And once it gets the coins, it's going to append them to all coins. And now we just need to get the data from this altcoins to this altcoins. So from the data service back into our view model. And I labeled them the same way. They're both called altcoins. This one in our view model here is going to subscribe to this publisher in our data service. So this way, anytime we append to this array here, because it's a publisher, anything that is subscribed to this publisher would then get updated. So in our view model here, we're going to create a func add subscribers.
We can't see him because he is teaching us at the moment. It's a Swiftful Thinking. Also, hello, AB, Bob. Yeah, he's teaching us.
Open close print.
We're gonna add our subscribers now. here though. Oops.
Parentheses, open the brackets. And let's get rid of our init here and just call add subscribers in our init. So in this add subscribers, let's subscribe to the data service dot all coins. I'm going to use the one with the money sign here because that is a publisher. So this data service dot all coins is the data service dot all coins here. Okay. So when this gets published,
right,
this subscriber is going to also get notified and get the same values.
Right.
So when we, in our get coins, we're going to append at the bottom here, we're going to append all coins to this. And once we append it at the exact same time that we append to this publisher, it's going to publish that value to this subscriber on the right side here. So all we need to do here is then call .sync. And we're not going to worry about the errors right now. So let's just take the receive value here. And all we need to do is take the published value, which we'll click enter. This will be returned coins. And here we'll just call self.allCoins equals returned coins. And again, we know this creates a strong reference. So just to be safe, we'll add a weak self here and make this optional.
Oh, that's pretty much.
And then we're getting that result warning because we haven't stored this subscriber anywhere. So
interesting. Maybe that's internal monologue you're hearing. Funny.
In this home view model, we're not going to cancel these subscribers.
Right.
Ever. So we're just going to add them into a set. We'll say, I'll say private var cancelables, and we'll set that equal to a set of any cancelable. And again, we need to import combine.
Import combine.
Any cancelable. And then we'll just store this in the cancelables.
Whoa.
All right, so one more time, I know I'm repeating myself, but I know some of you are going to get confused from this because I get so many of these questions. But how this is all working, because this is like the magic of our app, and it's really important to understand this. Our view has a reference to this view model. And this view model then has a data service, which we are initializing a new coin data service right here. And when we initialize this coin data service, which is this class here, in the initializer, it is calling get coins. This get coins function is going to go to our URL. It's going to download the data. It's going to check that it is valid data. It's going to decode that data, and then it's going to take that data and append it to the all coins array, which we have up here. When things get appended to this array, because it is published, anything subscribed to this publisher will also get notified. And back in our home view model, we added these subscribers, and the first subscriber here is subscribing to the data service.allCoins array. This array is this published variable on the right. So when we get data published here, it's going to also publish here because we're subscribing to that data. So anytime we change the all coins, we're going to also get that returned here. Okay. And all we're going to do is take it here and then just append it to our all coins array. All right, that was a lot of talking and explanation, but I hope you guys are following along, and let's X out of this. Let's jump into our home view now. We have our home view model, and let's resume it. If you did everything correctly, when we resume this preview, it should actually download some coins.
Wait, why? How? Automatically? Get rid of this function. Let me just get rid of my stuff now because I've effed it up a little bit. Wait, it doesn't work.
And it was like magic, guys. That was so awesome. I hope you guys now have these coins coming through, and they...
What? It actually isn't coming through. What the hell? What am I missing here? No, I'm missing something here. It should show the coins on an it. Maybe if I... Alright, we're not doing that. Wait, but it should automatically work here. What the heck? What's going on here? This is weird. Am I missing something? What am I missing? Oh. Do these have to be published as well? I don't think so, but I'll just put it in and see if that works. Mega bugs. Wait, what? Computed property. What? Right, so then it doesn't... You're not meant to put published here then. I'm assuming. Damn, the other one worked. Just gonna go into Claude and check if I used the thing in there. This is what I was after. Oh, it's because I don't have the whole convert from snake case thing happening. That's why. It's all unnecessary, I think. A lot of this. You can see that here. So I'm gonna replace this actually with the other one, I think. Oh, we got a new subscriber, by the way. We're 925. Holy shit, only 75 to go. We've never been so close. This is insane. We've never been this close. Thank you so much. I really want to follow my passion with coding and being able to have some sort of income on the side, like YouTube, for example, would be awesome to let me continue doing this. Try away URL session shared data URL. I want to copy this. Oh, this is it, right? Kinda. Data task. That's not it. Else. Throw error, right? There we go. Whoa, what happened here? Return core model. Whoa, what's happening? HTTP URL response. Alright, so this handles the HTTP. So let's copy that in. Thank you, Enigmatic. Hey, Big Task. Sorry, I was really focused just then. How's it going, Big Task? Just cutting for my classes. Shit. This brother, thank you, man. Trying. Copying Claude at the moment, but I much prefer Claude's. I'm coding a crypto tracking app. Here, it looks like this. I'll show you. Well, I can't show you exactly yet, but hold on. Wait a minute. Let me just turn this off for a sec. You'll be able to see the app. It looks like this, but there's gonna be coins there. Portfolio, holding. I love dark mode style though. Check it out. Nice, right? Nice. Let's go back to our data service here. Then decoder. I don't want to do that one. I want to just decoder dot key decoding strategy convert from snake case, and then return try decoder. Good. There we go. Coin model.self from data we made, right? Yeah. Can I find data? Oh wait, what? I thought we made. Oh wait, what did we forget? Oh yeah, right. My bad. I realized now I messed that up. There we go. I'm following the tutorial, so it's not all my doing, but yeah. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted, so we don't. I think we don't even want this file, to be honest. I mean, connection, yeah, sure, but on a NIT, I mean, this is different, so I think I'm gonna put it separately. Cool. Oh yeah, you mentioned that already, right? You're talking to KDB, right? Or was it me? I saw you talking about TypeScript before. AI using classes and fundamentals. went down, I didn't see anyone having issues. But I did, which is weird. I guess not that weird for me, I suppose. But let's add back in this stuff. Task and await. Wait, where do we want this actually on here? I think. Whoa. I'll grab the load coins function too. Catch BM dot. Oh no, it's just can we access get coins too from there? There we go. Sorta. So kinda works there. We have load coins, and then we want to grab that too. Coin. There we go. No, I actually want this in here. Is it this? No. Wait. It's down there, but oh yeah, we added these unnecessarily. Not unnecessarily, but you know what I mean. What? It's Elon Musk's birthday? If dot transition dot move dot leading else if show portfolio. But we need to sort this out properly ourselves now at this point, because we're using a different method here. So if we're showing portfolio for all, if show portfolio is not true, no, wait, so then it loads. So you can't do this in here. get to all the coins. Which makes sense. How did I do it before? How is that else if is oh yeah, it does work, okay. If not showing portfolio, show coins. Else if show portfolio. So we want to get rid of these actually. What the? What? Else show portfolio. Does that work? What? What is there? Oh, it's problem with this here, I think. Wait, no, should it be? Wait, what? Holy shit, is this some... Oh no. There we go. Okay, now we can get rid of these. Whoa, no. That's weird. Holy shit. What's going on? Oh, another subscriber. Oh my god. We're actually at 926. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This published variable on the right. If for some reason it's not loading this data, I would say check if anything's printing out to your console. You guys now have this data point.
So great news. This prints, but
the coin model raw awesome. Of course. We've been setting this up for a couple videos now. So as all, and you should be able to scroll on this list. All right, guys. So I hope you are at the same point now. Your screen should be loading all of this data, which is so cool. If for some reason it's not subscribers, the guys coming onto the screen. We've been setting this up.
Does he explain that? Does he show it? Issue?
What is up, everyone? I'm Nick. This is SwiftUI Thinking. In the last video, we created a coin data service. It is a class that is solely focused on downloading coin data from the internet, and then we can put that coin data back into our view model. And that's great, but some of the code that we used in that data service is we actually want to be reusable. Because if we make...
Right. We need to show the portfolio. There we go. Which, you know, drivers, so we don't want to we don't want to use it like that. Yeah, it did, really. I'm glad everyone's learning as well. It's awesome. Creating that community is so good. Seriously.
Another API call.
So, okay. I basically know what we need to do, but I need to figure out how to do it. So, essentially, we need to, this gets coins, but it doesn't populate the portfolio list. It just gets coins in general, which is these coins here. So we need a all coins, and we need a portfolio of coins. Yeah, there we go. Wait, is that right? Yeah. All coins equals that. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't realize my music was so loud. Turn it down. There we go. I'll turn my mic up as well because I'm talking a little bit quieter because my fiance is asleep now. Alright, so this shows portfolio, which is great. So we want this is a I know what we have to do here, but I don't want to do it right now. It's already, oh shit, it's already 2 a.m. Holy fuck. No wonder I'm hungry as well. I haven't eaten that much. Alright, enigmatic, I think I'm gonna actually head off because it's really late. Fuck. I did not realize how late it was. But this was awesome. So fun. Oh, it's nice to get back into Swift, but getting back into it after like a couple days, it's like, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah. I'm gonna write down a note real quick. So, we need to, okay, wait. All coins creates, this is where all coins are created, which is all coin list, which is where we want to just put here. That should be, whoa. That should be right, I think. That should work. It should be fine. Throw into the VM model. populate with get portfolio coins. Okay. So this one's populating properly, basically. And then we want this trailing here. Put that on. Holy shit. Okay, I turned the music way down. Sorry, can you hear me? I am. I'm gonna go to bed. Just give me a sec. I'm writing some notes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Talk to you later, man. Good to chat with you. Alright, I just need to add some notes here. Some other notes. Do like this, nice. Was it now gonna be forever error? Here you go. Wait, what? That's like that. Oh, because of this. I think. Browse, let me load the damn things. Oh my god. As soon as I put all coins list here, fucked it up. Ah, is that it too? I don't want that. Could be. Alright, I'm just gonna hop off. I put my notes in. Thank you so much for everyone who subscribed today. It was awesome to chat to everyone. I am really tired now. So I'll catch you all in my next stream on Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye.